Good morning. I am literally about to read for 24 hours straight, and I'm scared.
If you didn't see my last readathon, then let me explain how this works. I will in fact be attempting to read for 24 hours straight. Last time I made it till around 1 a.m., then went to bed and resumed the rest of the hours the next day, so here's hoping I make it past 1 a.m. I will also have to read non-stop, no matter what I have to do that day. All right, let's get into it.
Okay, let's pull the books from my bookshelf that I'm planning to read. I am so excited for today. Last time, it got rough at nights, but for the most part, it was like so nice to literally just like read and relax all day. I currently have 50 pages left of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is so freaking good. So I'm definitely gonna finish this book today. And then I pulled 6 other books off my bookshelf that are on my physical TBR, which is definitely way too many books to pull because last time I read like 2.5 books. So I'm assuming I'm gonna do the same amount today. For book options, we've got Ugly Love, It Happened One Summer, 6 of Crows, The Fine Print, It Ends With Us, and 14 Ways to Die. So lots of options. I've said this so many times before, but I have had kind of like bad luck with Colleen Hoover books, and I like really want to know like what all the hype is about. It is my goal to read one of these books in the next 24 hours. Other than that, I have no idea what third book I will hopefully complete today. I don't know if this is true at all. I'm literally just making up what I'm about to say, but I feel like the more you read, the faster of a reader you'd become. And last time I did this challenge, it took me like 3 hours to read 100 pages was my average. And so yeah, I'm very curious to see if that changes or if I still read at the same pace. Okay, I'm gonna go get dressed and then we can get started. I'm like so excited for today, but also like once I press start, there's no going back. Let's get started. No. What? Wait, I just finished page 352 and these 3 words shattered everything I thought I knew was real. I finished. I want to start the second book immediately. I should have ordered the second and third books and just read this series for the next 24 hours because that is all I want to do. Okay, for what to start next, I kind of want to start 14 Ways to Die because I'm just like in the murder mood, but I'm also scared it like won't compare to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and I'll just be like disappointed. So I'm thinking of starting a Colleen Hoover book. I think I'm gonna start Ugly Love next. Okay. Ugly Love it is. Dang, this book has a strong opening. The very first sentence is, "Somebody stabbed you in the neck, young lady." My eyes widen and I slowly turn toward the elderly gentleman standing at my side. He presses the button up on the elevator and faces me. He smiles and points to my neck. "Your birthmark," he says. Way to freak us out, Colleen Hoover. Also, I'm just now realizing that I know absolutely nothing about this book. Like, absolutely nothing. Typically, Fridays are our cleaning days, so I think I'm gonna try and do a little bit of vacuuming while reading. So let's see how this goes. And that brings us to the sponsor of today's video, which is VacLife. If you have watched several of my videos, then you probably at some point have seen this giant orange couch that I have. It is 100% and most definitely my favorite piece of furniture that I have ever owned. And it is so hard to clean. We don't have a dining room table, so we eat literally all of our meals here. So it gets dirty really fast, so I'm very glad I can actually properly clean it today while also getting some reading done because you know we have to continue the challenge while we do it. Okay, let's get vacuuming. VacLife is a brand that specializes in home and automated appliances, so they don't just have this one handheld vacuum, they also have other products for your home and your car. And speaking of cars, this would be honestly the perfect vacuum for vacuuming your car. Because it is so small and handheld, I feel like you could get into all those little car grooves. It's also cordless and it charges really fast and it holds that charge for a really long time. So it's like super easy and convenient for cleaning your car and also your home since you can get all your vacuuming done before it needs another charge. And it has different detachable ends. Like I have something that's like pre-stuck on here, so I'm gonna grab a different end to put on so I can get this thing unstuck. It also comes in multiple colors. And then lastly, I of course have a discount code for you guys in the description. It is honestly already such an affordable vacuum, but with my discount code, of course, it becomes even more affordable. And if you're interested in purchasing this item or one of their other items, you can do so on their website or on Amazon. I'll have all the links for that in the description. And if for some reason you do not trust my review, or you're like, Ali, I need more than just your opinion, they have so many incredible 5-star reviews on Amazon. That was a long overdue vacuum. Okay, let's get back to the 24-hour readathon. Nugs! Thank you. Now this seems scary on a white chair with ketchup. I'm officially 100 pages in and like 3 hours and 40 minutes into this challenge. And I am already like head over heels in love with this book. The characters have like such good chemistry, and I feel like so like giddy inside just reading this. Like, when will they get together? When are they getting together? Because I need it to happen right this second. I've also heard a lot of people say that they like cry in this book at the end, and like, I don't know what's gonna be cry worthy yet, and I'm scared because I'm not ready to have my heart broken and be sobbing in this video. Everything's been going so well with the characters until it wasn't. And I am scared that this book is just gonna absolutely destroy my heart, and I'm not ready. Also, I'm reading outside on my balcony, and it is a very nice day out. Also, this book is very spicy in some moments, and I'm a fan. I'm whispering because I'm outside and I'm just like, what if my neighbors are hearing me talk about spicy books? I'm still reading Ugly Love, have not finished yet, and I have thoughts. But first, I'm gonna make dinner. I am so hungry and I'm starting to get a headache, partially from hunger, but I also think just from reading this long. It's like your eyes can only stare at words for so many hours in a row. So in order to cook dinner, I got the Daisy Jones and the Six audiobook by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I have heard so many people say incredible things about this audiobook, so I have some high expectations. I'm gonna put on the audiobook and make some pasta.
Turns out the audiobook does live up to the hype. There's a bunch of characters, and so they got a bunch of different voiceover artists to play all the characters, and it honestly feels like I'm listening to a movie. Would highly recommend.
I just found out all about Miles' past, and if you haven't read this book, that's like the big mystery and the big buildup is like what happened to Miles in his past. And wow, this is heavy. I cannot in a million years imagine what he went through. I'm like talking about him as if he's a real person, but like it just feels so real. Colleen does such a great job in this book of everything being so like complicated and messy and heartbreaking, but also beautiful at times. And I haven't cried yet, but I definitely see this book being a tearjerker. Oh my gosh, we're about to get a POV in this chapter that I never ever expected to get. If you know, you know. I can't stop smiling. How did Colleen break my heart and then put it back together and make me like so giddy? Anyway, I'm on the epilogue, so almost done. I finished the book. Oh my gosh. Whenever I like first got back into reading in August, I feel like books used to make me feel like such strong emotions, and then because I've been reading so much since then, it's honestly been like a long time since a book made me feel this much. This is gonna sound so dramatic, but I feel like I'm falling like extra in love with reading today. Like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder was so good, and then this book was so incredibly good as well in like a completely different way. It's been a good 10.5 hours. Wow, I did not realize we were that far in, which means it took me just under 9 hours to read this book, which I think is a bit faster than I was reading before. Not that it literally matters at all, I just think it's really interesting. When I was in elementary school, I was given a reading tutor by my school, and I didn't go to like any fancy school. Like I went to like your average public school, so to be given like a personal tutor on a public school's budget, I feel like just shows how bad of a reader I was in elementary school. Anyway, look at me now, elementary school. I literally make book videos. It's 9 o'clock and I do not want to start a new book now. know. What are we gonna read next? This is what I've been asking myself. I'm debating between It Happened One Summer, which I've heard really, really good things about. It's a romance, and 14 Ways to Die, which is, I believe, a YA murder mystery. Very different vibes, and I don't know what I want. So in order to decide, I'm going to read the first few sentences of each book and then see which one sounds more interesting. The unthinkable was happening. Her longest relationship on record, over in the blink of an eye. 3 weeks of her life wasted. Okay, so that's our first option. My mom was killed by the Magpie Man. The guy nods and I wait for him to reply. When he doesn't, I say, 51 seconds from home, she was strangled to death and left to be rained on all night. Wow. Honestly, this book sounds more interesting, but it is late at night and I'm kind of scared to start a murder mystery, especially one that started off as intense as that. So I think I'm gonna go with It Happened One Summer because it seems kind of light and chill. I'm also like still in my feels and still processing Ugly Love, so I feel like I need to move on to something that hopefully will not break my heart.
Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
All right, we are officially 12 hours in, which is halfway through. To recap, since we're at the halfway point, I finished the last 50 pages of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read all of Ugly Love. I'm 28 pages into It Happened One Summer, and I listened to 1 hour of the Daisy Jones and the Six audiobook. Now for reading more and attempting to stay awake. Hello, it is now 12:12. Wow, what a coincidence. And I am so tired. I am kind of embarrassed to admit this, but me and my boyfriend have been like going to bed really early and then getting up really early, which is like nice. I love like starting my day early because your days feel like so long, but it also means that I normally would have gone to bed like an hour ago. And reading makes you so tired. It's crazy. If you haven't done a 24-hour readathon or haven't read for like 6+ hours, it's insane. Like, I guess it makes sense. You're just like sitting and looking at words, but like it really genuinely makes you so tired so fast. I am 106 pages in, and so far I really like it. That was a big yawn. Anyway, don't hate me, but I think I'm gonna stop for tonight and then resume the 24 hours in the morning. We are 13 hours and 52 minutes in, and I'm officially stopping the clock. So we'll have just over 10 hours of reading tomorrow. Good night, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I slept in. I'm feeling good. I love these characters' like banter and chemistry, and I'm really excited to see where their relationship goes. All right, I'm resuming our timer. We've got about 10 hours left, which is crazy. That's like my whole day again today. I mean, I'm excited, but that's a lot of reading. All right, I'm on my way to the park, and I want to listen to more Daisy Jones and the Six on the way there. It is so incredibly nice out, but it is so windy. Oh, there goes my bookmarks. Everything is just flying everywhere. Also, thoughts on this book so far. I just finished page 200, and so far I do like it, but it does feel like a little bit predictable. A little bit more of like a light, typical romance, which I feel like is what I was looking for, so I don't know why I'm complaining. It also feels like so similar to The Simple Wild, if anyone has read that book. Okay, well, 200 more pages to go. I was having a grand time reading, and then the wind just blew everything over, and I felt like that was my cue to go. I just got back from the park, and this quote that I just read, my heart. Can I bring you home? Where is home? With me. Also, I feel like I was being a little bit of a hater about this book at the park. I still stand by what I said, but it is a really good book. I officially have 1 hour left, which I feel like is like the perfect amount of time to finish up the last 50 pages. It's definitely been getting hard to focus the last few hours. I finished the book and I have 18 minutes to spare. That is actually kind of an awkward amount of time. Oh, okay. It also says that there is a bonus scene about Hannah, who is the main character Piper's sister, and it's an excerpt from Hook, Line, and Sinker, which is the sequel to this book. Apparently, this is a series about the sisters, and it doesn't come out until March 2022, which is soon. Oh my gosh, that is literally next month. It's only like 8 pages, so I think I'm gonna read the bonus scene and then see how much time we have left. I just finished the bonus scene and now I am very excited for the sequel. Okay, I have like 2.5 minutes left, which is very small amount of time, so I'm going to just speed read as much as I can 14 Ways to Die, I guess. They say to start with a bang, but that's the biggest one I've got. The man types words, I can't see the words, stares at me. Speed read, speed read, speed read. I was 7, I say, I'm 17 now. That is 24 hours complete. The chapters are so short. I'm on page 4 and I just finished chapter 3. Like here's chapter 1, here's chapter 2, and here's chapter 3. It's all these pages that are just like half empty. Okay, this is irrelevant. Let me know if you'd want me to do more 24-hour readathons. I already have 2, so I don't know if it's like redundant to just like keep doing them every few months, but I do like doing them, so yeah, let me know. Oh, also, I haven't even talked about Daisy Jones and the Six much yet. I really liked it. I like took a walk earlier at the park for like an hour and listened to it. There is a lot of characters, which is why it's cool to be in audiobook form because there's a ton of different voice actors, but I've also sometimes been getting a little confused, like who is this person again? But I'm sure just like as I keep listening and like get to know the characters, that'll go away. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.